Welcome everyone, welcome back to our channel. Now today I'll be preparing another special recipe. Now this one is a salmon stuffed roll with spinach. Now I'll be using some spinach, some Parmesan cheese. I'll be using some Old Bay to season my salmon, along with some black pepper, garlic powder, and salt. I'll also be using a little cheese, a little mixed cheese, and also some cream cheese. Along with the salmon, I'll also be preparing a bean salad to go along with the salmon. Now, what I'll be using for the bean salad, I'll be using a cucumber. I have some frozen corn, which I have boiled, but you can also use the one in the can. We'll be using some cherry tomatoes. You can also use any other tomato that you have, it doesn't matter. I'll be using some bell pepper. I have 3 different colors, red, green, and yellow. I'll be using some red onions. And I'll also be making a salad dressing. And of course, I'll be using a 5-bean blend. And for my salad dressing, I'll be using some olive oil, some red wine vinegar. You can also use apple cider vinegar or just regular distilled vinegar if you don't have the red wine vinegar. I'll also be using some mustard. You can use Dijon mustard as well. I'll be using some oregano, some parsley flakes. You can use fresh parsley in this recipe, but today I'll be using some parsley flakes, 1 lemon, and I'll also be using some maple syrup, or you can use honey or agave, whichever you prefer. All right, so first I'm gonna season my salmon. I'm gonna season my salmon with a little salt. Remember now, try not to use too much salt. You can adjust as you go along. I'll be adding some black pepper. I'll be adding a little garlic powder. And I'll be using some Old Bay. I really love this Old Bay seasoning. It's very good. All right, now that I've seasoned my salmon, I'll just rest it in the refrigerator and I'll show you how to make the filling with the spinach. All right, so I'll be preparing my filling for the salmon. I've added some olive oil, or you can use vegetable oil or whichever you have. I'm just gonna add my spinach to the skillet. So you just want your spinach to be wilted. So you can just saute this for about 2 minutes to 3 minutes. I've used about 2.5 cups to 3 cups of spinach. You just want these to be wilted. I'm not gonna add any salt or anything to my spinach because I'm gonna be adding some cheese, and the cheese has a lot of salt, so I don't want to add any more to it. All right, so here we have our spinach that has been sauteed. To this, I'm gonna be adding about 1/4 cup of cream cheese. I'm also gonna be adding about 1/3 cup of cheddar cheese. And I'm also gonna be adding some Parmesan cheese as well. You can just use your discretion with the Parmesan cheese. And then I'm gonna be just mashing this to incorporate everything together. Just mix to combine everything. Just mix to combine everything. All right, so I've already prepared my oven to 350°. I'm gonna add just a little tip of olive oil. If you have cooking spray, you could use that as well. I'm just using a little olive oil in my container. So now I'm gonna add the filling to the salmon. And I'm just gonna spread it. Just gonna spread it all over. All right. And then I'm just gonna roll. All right, so I rolled my salmon with my filling. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna use a piece of cling wrap just to hold the filling together. I'm gonna rest this back in my freezer for a little while because I want to cut this in two and then I'll put it in the oven. All right, here we have our salmon. I have cut each of the salmon fillet pieces that I have rolled together in two. So now I'm gonna be putting it in the oven for about 20 minutes and then we're going to be preparing the sauce. All right, so as promised, this is my special tamarind sweet and sour sauce. If you'd like the recipe for this sauce, please leave a comment and I'll be sure to share it with you. So this is how my sauce came out. It smells amazing in the kitchen. All right, so I'll be adding my sauce to my salmon fillets as soon as they're done. So next, I'm gonna show you how to prepare the bean salad. All right, so now we'll be preparing our bean salad. I have drained my beans and washed them. And I have my cucumber, 3 bell peppers, and my red onion. And I have washed my tomatoes also. And to this, I'm gonna be adding my corn. Then I'm gonna be cutting up my bell peppers. I like to cut them very small. I'll just cut them into small pieces. I just love to see the variety of colors, especially when doing a salad. Just gonna add a few more strips of the green bell pepper. Now I'm just gonna be adding this to my bowl. All right, now I'm gonna be doing my onion, and I like using red onions in salad, but you can use the white onions if you don't have the red one. Right. I like to cut them into little pieces. Now I'm gonna cut up my cucumbers into little cubes as well. If you like your cucumbers in chunks or bigger pieces, you can do that, but I like when they're small. All right, next I'm gonna be adding my cherry tomatoes. Just gonna cut them into small pieces as well. All right, we're just gonna set this aside, and then we're gonna be preparing our salad dressing. All right, so before I make my sauce that I'll be adding to my bean salad, I'm also gonna be adding some avocados. Now, avocado is just another secret ingredient that works well with your bean salad. I'm just gonna remove the... Now, once you're using avocado in a salad, you have to ensure that your salad has some form of acidity to keep the avocados from browning. So I'm just gonna be cutting the avocados into chunks, and I'm gonna be using a piece of the lemon just to squeeze over the avocado. Oops. All right, so remember, once you have avocados, you just squeeze a piece of lemon. If you don't have lemon, some lime juice will work. And then I'm just gonna be adding this to my salad as well. Another secret ingredient that I'll be using is I'll be using 2 cloves of fresh garlic. Right, and don't skip the garlic. When you taste it, you'll see the reason why. All right, so now for the salad dressing, I'm gonna be juicing a piece of lemon. Another piece of my lemon. This is probably about 2 tablespoons of lemon. I'm gonna be adding the maple syrup, and I'm gonna be adding about a tablespoon of maple syrup. Next, I'm gonna be adding about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I'm gonna be adding some mustard, about 2 tablespoons of mustard as well. I'm gonna be adding some black pepper. Gonna be adding a pinch of salt. And I'm also gonna be adding some rice wine or red wine vinegar. I'm gonna be adding about 2 corkfuls, which is about a tablespoon of vinegar. All right, now I'm just gonna be mixing this together. And we're gonna be using this to go on our vegetables. All right, so our salad dressing is ready. But before I add my salad dressing, I'm gonna be sprinkling the parsley flakes. I could have added it to the dressing as well. And I'm gonna be adding some oregano to the salad as well. And as I said before, you can use fresh parsley, or you could also use some cilantro if that's what you have at home. All right, so I'm gonna be drizzling my salad dressing all over my bean salad. And then I'm gonna give this a real good stir. Alright, now we're just gonna stir to incorporate all of the veggies, all of the beans. This looks so beautiful. You can see all the colors. All right, so this is our bean salad with a twist, and I'll just be plating this with some of the salmon to show you what the dish looks like all together. All right, so this is our finished bean salad with stuffed salmon roll with our special sweet and sour tamarind sauce. So this is what it looks like. I'm sure you will enjoy. So remember to put a comment if you would like this and any other recipes that you have seen on our channel. Bon appetit!